Hey, what's up, everybody, and welcome to the Stylus League episode 85. My name is Mike Thompson. If you're not familiar with our show, every week Bradley and I and Raul come to you. We will pick a topic to work on for a month and go from zero to as close to finish as we can within that time frame. Every once in a while, we get a guest. This month we have had a good one. Actually, we got him for an extra 2 weeks, so I can't complain about that. Mr. Raphael, Raphael something is on with it. Phillips, man, oh man, oh man, it's been a long week. Been a long week and a long day. Now we got the great Jehudi-san, Raphael Philips, on with us. He's working on Spawn. Bradley and I, let's get into it.
It's the Stylus League. Mike and B pitching the pen, making pitches ascend to the highest ring. The league. Raul running the scheme. Tune into the program and wide receive. Yeah, we dropping these seeds. Art over everything. Drive the dream.
I almost got it.
I can't wait till we make the DVD bloopers. All right,
I almost got it.
When we make those DVD bloopers for the intro, it's gonna be nice.
We've only had Raphael on for 6 weeks. I mean, you expect me to remember his last name? Come on, bro. Come on. I've only spent 12 hours with Raphael at this point. 12 hours. Actually 14, including the interview. So I have no excuse. What's going on, fellas?
Not much, man.
Good. Happy Friday. Happy to be hanging out with you guys for 2 hours. And Raphael, you have been a scholar, a gentleman. You know, it's been great having you on for
Fly guy
for all of February and half of March. Thank you so much for your time, man. It's been great.
Absolutely. Thanks, bro.
It's been great being here. You guys are awesome. Truly.
Cool. So Raul's not with us tonight. So I'm gonna do my best to focus on the chat. For the last month and 2 weeks, we've been working on Spawn. Raphael, I'm gonna show your screen. If you could show us what you've been working on and what you have. I think tonight we're gonna try to get a lot of questions answered, and I know I'm gonna ask a lot of questions as you go through your dirty UV process. Can't wait to learn.
It's a lot simpler than you think. Trust me.
Hey, you don't know my ability to complicate things, all right? Like, I can complicate the shit out of things. I'm amazing.
True. Very true.
So let's see what you're working on, Raphael.
All right. So this is it. 6 weeks, and
that's star.
Look at that star, baby.
Man.
Yeah.
Most people have 5 points on there. He's got what is that? 6, 8, 6, 12?
Those creases though, those creases are legit.
Do that.
Yeah.
Wow, look at that apology. Bam.
Right. Oh my gosh.
So this is where we left off last week.
Nice.
So that was after that stream, and then this is where I'm at now.
Oh Jesus.
Damn, dude. Oh,
so you worked. So what you're saying is that you worked. God.
Good night, everybody.
Hey. If this pen was not so expensive, I'll be snapping it right now.
But actually,
can you turn that around? I need you to turn that around. I need you to turn.
I mean, it's
wait. Can you do me one better? Can you share your screen in here so I can get like a nice
even higher
sharp,
res. Yeah.
like a even higher res. If you don't
music
mind,
is gonna drop out. You know that.
it's fine. It's fine.
like,
All right.
I'll share it in StreamYard.
Yeah.
So inside StreamYard, hit present and then share screen and select the screen that has ZBrush on it.
Okay.
So we can give this a thorough look.
Good
Okay.
gracious.
So
Yeesh.
actually, so just went and like started like detailing some of the stuff and just making it make more sense. But one of the things that you'll see here is like this weird texture. But this is part of the thing that I'll actually
What?
that's exported from Substance with the dirty UV technique.
Wait, you exported that from Substance into ZBrush?
Yes.
Wait, turn it off again. Okay.
know?
Okay.
Yeah, I
So
got
what you can see, like if I turn the texture on, you see it, like this is the result of dirty UV sometimes, but because she's covering it up, it doesn't matter. So,
Yeah.
and just to kind of give you, let's see.
Yeah, you had the grunge map all the way from substance and
Yeah,
everything. I see all the. Jeez.
that's the dirty UV,
Hmm.
but it's very, very easy. I assure you, it's an easy technique. But yeah,
Can you
That's
zoom in on her
beautiful.
face?
yeah. Let's see.
Oh man, it looks awesome. Everything looks
Yeah.
awesome.
Wow,
Oh my god, sorry. This is I have a few programs open, so it's a little laggy. But yeah, just tried to add more stuff from
the
Angela.
chainmail on the arm, Bradley. There's like so many details to pick out, man. Wow. Hey, listen, if you guys didn't see what Raphael started off with, go back after the show and watch our first episode and just watch him like ease into his comfort with this piece and end up destroying it in the 11th hour.
Yeah, man.
I'm glad you guys like it. Should I stop presenting?
No,
I
we can leave
guess.
it on your screen all night. As far as
Yeah,
I'm concerned,
yeah,
I don't have
I
anything
guess.
to mess with that. I can't mess with that.
Oh, come on.
Yeah.
That's
Right.
awesome. That's awesome.
No,
All
it's
right.
dope.
You're all right, you're good. Let me add the music back.
Good gravy.
All right, Mike, you're up next, man.
No, you can go. I'll go last.
No.
Yeah. Clearly someone brought his A game.
Let's see. I worked on King Spawn. So what I've done I think I worked on it like on Monday a little bit for a few hours, and then that was it. So I started to put some of his burn texture in his body. I have to do a little bit more work on. I added some pouches, and yeah, I hate you, Raphael. I hate you a lot.
Damn.
That's high praise. That's high
That's
praise. When you know you did it when he hates you.
And I hate you.
Yeah, Bradley can't stand me.
All right, Mike. Let's see your crap model next.
Oh wow.
Okay. I'm gonna let you know it doesn't look an awful lot different than it did before because I haven't had a whole lot of time to work on it. But yeah, so my dude is I've been working on the Violator and getting him into a pose that I kind of like.
Mhm.
And you can see that the hand is not exactly where it needs to be. But yeah, just trying to get this figured out, and then Spawn. I'm going to work on Spawn, and it basically like the actual sculpting is tonight for me. So I waited way late in the game to get into it, but I got nowhere near as compelling. We should have saved Raphael for last. This is what a professional group organization.
If we would have had Raul, Raul would have
we would have done that. Should have
done
done that.
We should have done that. Like, thanks,
Yeah.
Raphael.
Yeah. Okay.
You did your job. You left us speechless. So mission accomplished.
Yeah. Yeah. That's like
I hope you have a rest of a good year.
Yeah. You and me both.
that was basically Beyonce opening for Bradley and I.
Yeah.
So, good on you for that.
That's awesome. Pencils down, up. One of those words.
Oh, what do you have left to do, Raphael? I didn't even ask because yours. I mean, it's looking pretty daggone done. You're just texturing at this point.
Just adding more like alpha and trying to figure out which material to use to pop certain aspects. Like on the belt, I have this RS gray clay, and it just kind of like pops, just without having to do too much. It just pops like some of the surface detail on there.
Yeah,
I'm just going to be trying to figure out how to make it look good in Maya. I mean,
I
sorry.
love those details. That hair. Did you record any of the process of you doing that hair?
No, but all I did was just from where it was. Like I just kind of played up more of it, but like just in terms of just like using damn standards to just get in there and just kind of define more of it. But to really just pop the texture, I just turned on the cavity mask and just started like hitting the interior of like the creases with like a darker color, and then just to kind of just give it some volume.
I can tell the poly paint is doing work, but I mean, you had to have the details there in order for that to do anything. So even how you found those forms is super impressive. You know, yeah, I don't know what to say. All right, get it off his screen, man. Come on. Come on, man. What are you doing?
But when would you like to see the dirty UV technique?
Oh, you can start now if you want.
Yeah, we can do it right now.
All right. Just to
So what you can go through it, and also there was a question about it when you showed it from Lee. Does everything have subdivision/UVs ready for substance, or would you still need to do some manual retopo before baking?
We're gonna go ahead and get that retopo out of here. So okay, what I do is, let's just get a solo on this. So what I do is obviously go to the lowest subdivision of this thing, since I made it in Maya. Went to this lowest subdivision, exported it as like, let's say, sword low.
See, you went very fast through that. I'm going to say you made that in Maya. So you box model that in Maya?
Yeah, with a lot of bevels. Box model, a lot of bevels. I mean, it's very simple shapes. There's nothing to write home about. So, and just use like a lattice to just kind of like trim it down a little bit. So export this as a low, like just sword low. That was the naming convention I used. Then went to about a little under 1 million, exported that as sword high. All for substance. So now when we go to, is it not showing Maya?
So if you want to show Maya, then you need to add it as one of your scenes if you want inside of Discord. I'm not Discord. OBS.
OBS. Wait, you're not just sharing the screen?
Oh, should I just present?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you can do that. It's fine.
All right. Sorry. Let's see. Let's present. This promise this will not actually take that long because it's truly simple. All right. So this is my scene. All right. So from here, I gave, like, if we look at the UV editor, this was just a projection, but just to kind of just show you that there's no UVs. So what I do from this angle, from the front view, I just do like a flat planar projection. So it gives you this, right? And then there is this thing called, I'm forgetting exactly where this is in Maya. You can look it up, but it automatically select and cut seams for the selected object. When I found out that this button existed, this is where dirty UVs originated from. Essentially, you can, once you just have something selected in your UV scene, you press this button, and it's going to, you can kind of see this is dirty as hell. Like,
yeah, it started auto slicing it.
But it doesn't matter because I just select them all. I will unfold, and it's going to give me something like that.
You know, you give me a heart attack right now.
Yeah, I mean, again, this is just for the sake of getting something very quick. That, by the way, that automatically unwrapping and like selecting, like creating a scene, works better on organic objects. But this object,
cool.
This is, I mean, it's still the same process. So now that I've unfolded it, let me just lay out. Boom, everything is a 1-to-1 square. It's not, going over the border. Boom. So now,
and you didn't have to mark any of those things; it just automatically did it.
I just automatically did it. So within 30 seconds of being in Maya, I already have UVs.
Crazy.
So then, if we go to substance, here. Let me present. I don't know why it's just not letting me see the second screen in general, but here. So now, can you see substance? Okay.
Yep.
So I brought in these UVs. All you do, I mean, I'm assuming people know how to use substance. If not, this will make some sense. But basically, you go to your bake mesh maps, boom, boom, boom. You select your high res and you bake. This is already baked because you can kind of see like the edges. So then all I did was use bronze armor as a base, boom. Then steel ruined on top as a multiply layer to give me that. And I kind of tooled around and just like the environment rotation to give me the lighting that I wanted.
And I see inside the Steel Ruin folder.
Yeah, I think the steel ruin is that's like a smart material.
Smart material.
Yeah, these are all
how
these
you
are not
how you
at all.
apply. Okay, so you set it at a you set that layer as a multiply.
Yeah. So
Okay, cool.
all it is a multiply. I just use that bronze to give me the base. Boom. I mean, I probably could get away with. I think it's a little bit too dark. So actually, what I'll do is just kind of knock it down to 50%, and then what I do is export the texture. I already have the textures there, but the most important thing that I do here is set the output to 2D view. And if
I've never used that before. I'm not familiar with that at all.
I only learned about this from like I did this job where it was like for a Katy Perry show, and the art directors loved what I was showing them in here. But I was like, guys, that's not how the shaders work. And one of the people at the company that takes the models and like makes it physical and big into like onto it like a inflatable, they're like, oh, just go to select 2D view here. And what select 2D view does, it basically bakes out all the maps and gives you exactly what you see in this viewport.
What?
Yes. So let me just export that. Probably doesn't need to be a 4096 map, but whatever, we're there. But yeah, so that.
Let me ask you a question, Raphael. So that angle that you have on that you initially did your camera projection based off that's because that's the way that the model is kind of focused,
Yes.
right? The front of the model.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, and also the more you do this technique, like you'll find that it's probably easiest to just line up the model in Maya the way that you want it, like the way that it's going to be viewed most, and then project from there. And it's like the program is smart enough, smart enough-ish to give you seams around that. Now, it doesn't always work, but sometimes it doesn't matter unless you're exporting it out of Maya. Like a lot of the stuff that like the Woo Troopers and stuff like that, that was done just through iRay. Yeah. But for this, going back, so I've exported that texture here. I'm gonna have to stop sharing again. Sorry,
Are you going back to ZBrush?
Yeah. So now I can.
Okay. Oh, you're there.
All right. So now, let me just import the texture. And boom.
So when you brought that in from Maya, that model, it brought the UVs. So when you bring the texture in, everything will line up, right?
Oh yeah. So yeah, after you adjusted in Maya, I just brought that back in at its low. Like you have to go to the lowest subdivision, bring it back in,
right?
And then so now I'm here. Boom. So that's the old texture. This is the new texture, and you can kind of see, and it's giving you all that based off of the projection. I'm sorry, the 2D view in Substance. But that is one of the applications of dirty UVs. Like,
Yeah,
especially
I've never used that 2D view before and knew that could do that. That's crazy.
Now, if you wanted to have, could you use the 2D view from Substance and export like a displacement map so you could get some of the variance in the height as well, or no?
No, it looks like the 2D view is making everything into one map. It's doing the AO, it's doing everything into one map.
All into one map. So it's all alive, but it's just all.
It looks dope though.
I mean, yeah. So for something,
yeah, that's great.
It does, like, if I wanted to get a leather texture on that, you know what I mean? Boom. Like, it's just, but that principle, like, it either works for taking something out, doing it like this, or just working within iRay. You know what I mean? Like, if I was gonna do this entire model in Substance, if you think I'm setting at UVs, no way. I would export this whole thing at its lowest, and then just like do the dirty UV on everything. I think some of the hair might, like, some of the things might have to like take a little bit more time, but within 2 hours, I could have all of this in Substance and already have text on it.
So what's great about that 2D, like, there's like some renders that you could do to like enhance things and stuff like that with like the displacement, AO, and separate. But the fact that you are pretty much compressing it all down into one texture map is pretty phenomenal. Like, the fact that you have the AO, the all of it baked into one thing, that's actually pretty effing cool. I'm gonna open up Substance. I need to see where in Substance the 2D view is. All right, I need to.
Yeah, I mean, look, I only found out about it by accident. Like, these art directors who, you know, don't know 3D, they just knew the lighting of this robot that they liked inside Substance, and they're like, we want exactly that lighting. And I'm just like, I don't know how to give you that, because that's not how shaders work. And that one guy at the company was like, oh no, just 2D view, changed my life. Like, and I found out about it from doing like a random job that typically 3D people don't do. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
it's one of those things where the more outside of like standard industry stuff you get, the more because like I would have never known about it. I literally have never known any person that's like in VFX or games or whatever.
Yeah, you know, for real.
Because there's no need for us to know that technique.
Right.
But for dirty stuff, you know, like it really works. So yeah, like I could do the same thing with skulls. I could literally handle everything in this scene the same way.
So Lee asked, if you rotate around the sword, does it show all the details all around?
Yeah, I mean, so here's where some of the brokenness of just like, you know, that dirty UV, whatever that business happens. But like, yeah, and it's dark on this side because in the Substance scene, the light was facing this way. So it's literally giving you exactly what that lighting
exact light. Crazy.
Yeah.
So like if you were lighting it with a certain HDR, like you're actually baking all that look inside of the texture.
All of it. And like sometimes, like, I mean, here's how it could be applicable for like a proper workflow. Like if, let's say you have a director that's coming around and wants to check out something, you know, that you don't have in game yet, but you have textures, like you could export those textures, apply it onto the model in ZBrush, give the director an idea of what it's going to look like, a very good idea. Granted, it's like ZBrush shaders, and they'll see it. And I think for stuff like that, that's where it becomes more important, because this technique is really valuable when you're dealing with people that aren't used to patience with 3D.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, you know, that's, yeah.
When you, so let's say you had that whole model in there, when you export, let's say you had the model inside of Substance and you do export 2D view, it's going to export that texture named as that tool. Like if you have multiple tools if you have multiple tools inside of Substance, if you do to export 2D, it's exporting it as the name of that, whatever that tool, that sub tool name is.
Yes. So yeah, you can even see over here. It's like sword low underscore sword low default material. Like it's just but it is giving you the UDIMs, so it's not going to override itself. But yeah.
It's dope.
So I mean, again, it's
I'm actually testing it now. I'm testing it now.
The 2D view, like I mean, not the 2D view. The
I
dirty
found it.
UV trick is, I mean, all of the yoga pieces, all of the Venom pieces that I did from my friend Chase Conley's like designs, even like his Miles Morales piece, all of that stuff was dirty UVs because I've done my time with doing UVs. I still have, like, I just turned in a thing for a game company recently. Crazy amount of UVs, like 19 UDIMs and like a gigantic creature. You know what I mean? Like, and it's just like, yeah, I know how to do UVs. If I don't, I'm not going to do them in my spare time. Like, it's not like the old days where it's like, oh yeah, you practice and you get better. No, I don't want to. Like, I've gotten as far as I'm going to get with UVs. Like, I'm good. I come from the old era where you had to learn how to really pack. You know what I mean? And so yeah.
So if someone wanted to do that in Maya, there's camera-based projection in Maya as well. I mean, Blender as well, right?
Yeah, I can. Yes, there is.
Okay.
I mean, that's definitely a Bradley question because I'm like, sure.
Yeah, camera-based production is usually pretty standard.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
Yeah, man. I mean, it's just like, it's kind of one of those things when I started doing more stuff that was not necessarily, directly related to my industry.
So Lee says after that technique, Ralph, you could take it into Maya, Sim 4D, etc., and render. This bit is a bit confusing for me. I'm thinking yes, because I'm about to do just that.
I mean,
Bradley, you gotta,
yes.
Before it gets too unwieldy, you should probably, for the people who said what's up in the chat, you want to run through and quickly say hi to them?
No.
Come on, man. You said you were doing Raphael's job, or Raul's job. You said you're doing that.
Multiple jobs.
Stop playing with your guy who we're not even working on.
I wanted to do the dirty UV. I wanted to export that out. I just learned something. You know what, Mike? You kill all the fun. So, Lee, I'm assuming yes. The answer, I think yes, because what you would do in those packages, you would just, the albedo map, you would just attach, connect the albedo map, because basically in the albedo map, you're just baking all of your AO and everything into one texture map. So, yeah, however you would plug an albedo map inside of Sim 4D and especially Maya, it should work. And also in Toolbag and all those. I would think. Raphael, could you render with that technique in other renderers?
I mean, that's kind of, you could, but it's kind of like not the point. Like, if you're actually taking it to a proper renderer, like, then you may as well get the proper maps. You know what I mean? Like, that's you technically could. Like, you absolutely could. So, but again, like, that's just my 2 cents on it. Yeah, like, you may as well just.
Well, even for the way that you did, I think that's really cool. Because for those who might be on Maya on ZBrush 2023, they're using the built-in Redshift. You can use the Redshift renderer with your textures that you get with something else, so you don't have to buy another package to render in or learn Maya or Blender. So I think that's pretty dope, because ZBrush will doesn't allow you to apply multiple textures.
Yeah.
So that 2D thing is like a game changer if you're rendering.
Actually, yeah. Good call. I didn't know that it didn't allow you to apply.
No, you get that one texture, and with that one texture, you applied everything that you would do in an outside renderer.
See, okay, I love ZBrush. I use it every day. It's my favorite program. I think we should get to the point where we can use multiple like multiple, you know, extra passes, or just like come on, guys. Please.
let's go through. What's up, Ben? How you doing, Ram? Welcome to the stream.
Okay,
Hey,
bye.
Jamie. Hey, Gus.
I'm sure they're working on it over at ZBrush, like headquarters. I believe. I don't say that knowingly. I believe in them. These guys.
What do
If
you
they
know?
are, I hope.
What do you know? What do you know?
I
I know
actually hope it's the last thing on their list of things to do, like the very last.
I mean, just the ability to bring in like a nice AO map. Really, like
That'll be nice.
oh man.
Yo, so just so you know, Raf, I'm the undisputed king of poly paint, or no, I'm sorry, poly group color matching.
Mm-hmm.
You know how sometimes every once in a while you do a, you know, like you make a new poly group and it's a similar color than the one you already did.
Yeah.
Usually after 3, it does something random, different. With Bradley, I think I got up to like 15 times of the exact same color.
It was.
Wow.
We were live. We were live doing that. Like it was different. It was teal.
It was crazy.
And then it was yellow.
I had this
we
yellow
couldn't get rid of yellow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
fine.
I've never seen that before. It was like they doubled down on that thing that that it used to do.
Nice.
Hey, welcome to
15
the
times.
Yeah, it was crazy, dude. I was betting Bradley that it would stop doing it, and it never stopped.
Never did. Never did.
Never did.
What's up, Howie? Welcome to the stream, man.
What's up, man?
Dilo says when Mike gets that close to the screen, you know it's good. Nathan says, "Do the dirty UV on everything." Merch line. We got to give Raphael a cut of that if we do that. Dirty UV everything.
I recommend that nobody do the dirty UV trick at work.
So how did they
Please say
like that when you were at Blur? Were you
look in the camera and say
at
that?
Blur?
I need you to look full camera, and I need you to say that.
Please, everybody, this technique that I taught you, do not do this at your workplace. You will get fired. You have to know how to do UVs. Do not listen to me. Do not say, "Oh, this guy, Raphael." No, I didn't tell you a damn thing. Do the UVs right at work. At home, dirty.
What Raphael's not telling you is he developed that while he was working on Rockstar Presents Table Tennis,
Hey.
and that was how he rocked it.
And that was why, after that game,
We never got a second one.
yeah.
Why not?
Became
Dirty UVs.
Very, precarious. So, yeah.
It's okay to go be tacky. It's like, Raphael, I lost my job today because I turned in my files and I only had one texture map.
And what's
They asked me where's the AO, where's the albedo, where's the height map, and you said it's there. Don't you see it? I baked it all down. It's called engine efficiency.
so the animator's mad because you can only look at the model from one angle.
Oh my god.
Like, why can't I get rid of this light? It's the same light. No, that's cool. I am gonna steal that. Next time I want to put my model and use Redshift and ZBrush. Let's see. Gus says, "Nice cape on that spawn, Mike. Looks promising."
The one that was done on episode 2. Thanks. I haven't done anything to it since.
Finish log says, "Hello everyone." This is mind blown. Thanks again, guys. Hi, Murray Cat.
Hey, Marquette.
He says, "What's up, guys? Scopes are looking dope."
So was that everything? Was that worth the wait of 6 weeks?
It was actually.
Yeah.
I would have won in case I like you. There's been times where like I'll get a really good render, or I like the way something is inside of iRay,
Mhm.
and when you try to recreate that look in something else, it's hard.
It's very
But at
hard.
least now I know if I wanted to like cheat it a bit, I can easily just take it, bake the textures down that way, and use probably the same HDR lighting to light the entire scene. So
Yeah.
that's money. That's a clutch.
Actually, one other thing, if you wanted to get the texture, because it's like that sword was on like a gray material. If you
Mhm.
want it 1-to-1, just use like the flat material in ZBrush, so you're not getting
Okay.
that miss from whatever.
Okay.
Because you know how like this matte cap gray is like it's great, but it's also garbage for showing certain color.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So yeah, just use the flat, and it'll probably get you what you want. Actually, okay, I have a question for you guys.
Dude.
Have you ever, like, if you have like a bunch of subtools in ZBrush, and you start applying like, let's say like different material, like saving different materials on different subtools, have you ever put into a cap where it's like, oh, I want this to be like, I don't know, red clay or whatever. But if you have a bunch of different materials on it, it just won't do it anymore.
What, like run out of materials?
Yeah, like it's like I feel like there's a cap for how many materials you can actually turn into, like how many subtools you can have different materials saved onto. Does that make sense?
I've
Run into
never
one?
ran
Because
into that.
I think you can. I don't know that there's a limit on those.
I don't know if it's like I've hit a limit sometimes where it's just like it just won't turn it into.
By looking at just half a model that you have on screen, I can see where you would probably run into that. I can see where that would happen for you.
But it's I don't know if it's not even been like some crazy files. It's just I feel like I want to say like it's like around 15 or so. I'm kind of pulling a number out of the air, but it just won't do it.
I think you should try it tonight.
Oh no, that's like
I think you've got enough of a lead on Bradley and I that you should just experiment on those kind of things.
Okay.
Bradley, you think?
Yes.
Or I'll do you one better. Raph, I
I
think you should man the chat tonight. What do you think? Just stop what you're doing. Just talk to people in the chat.
Keep doing what you're doing. Keep
Where?
doing
I
what
don't
you're
know
doing.
what that is. Oh, it's the comment section. Oh,
Yeah,
okay.
the comment section. Yeah.
This whole time it only took this much.
See, Raphael, I thought all the people that came in talking shit about you, I thought you was reading it, so I didn't have to.
Wait. Oh, now I'm. Oh man, I was comments. Somebody was like, "Dirty UV tutorial. What happens on Stylus League stays on Stylus League." Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is cool. I have a comment in that says, to be fair, if you're doing concept work, we'll let it slide. Can't tell you the amount of times I received ZBrush files or models from a department that had extra dirty or no UV.
Oh my god. So, okay, if I'm being super real, the first time I saw dirty UVs was like real dirty UVs was VFX. Man, they don't care. Like going from like they do, but it's not like games. Like with games, it's very you know, I mean, it's here's the thing, like you can't like the UVs matter even now, like it matters. Like getting a clean like layout is important.
Yeah.
The effects are just like whatever, like whatever happens, like here as long as it's on screen, like we will make it dirty and we will make it a 4K dirty ass map. And I didn't get it. I was like, my mind was blown. So
Zerchan's question: does it work with dirty UVs from ZBrush?
I mean, sure. I personally have never had success with doing UVs in ZBrush. Like just the last time I tried to do the UVs in ZBrush, you had to do the whole thing where it was like, oh yeah, paint like the scene where you want it to like separate at. And I've never had it work ever. It was
So there's definitely been some advances since then.
You didn't. You haven't done UVs based on like your polygroups.
I don't even know what you're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah. He's talking like OG, like
That's
paint
OG.
red and blue to make
Yeah.
sure
Yes.
it goes. Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, that's triple OG.
Yeah.
So Zerchan, answer to your question directly is yes, it will work. And just make sure you're where you're creating your scenes, they're in like a nice hidden place where you don't have seams like when you bake your mesh down, doesn't have like a weird seam going down. But yeah, any program you can make your UVs that the dirty UV process will work. I just like that baked it. That blew my mind. I never knew how to do that.
I think I learned this in 2020, and for like a good month or two, I was like, I can't believe this is crazy.
You know, in learning substance painters, like I'm like, oh yeah, I'm not gonna run into that. Like I've seen that. I just never actually like. Let me look and see what this means. What does this word mean?
Yeah. Like it's. I hope everybody takes that and spreads that knowledge because it is. It changed my life.
Ian IR says, "Hey guys, want to stop by and say hi."
What's up, Ian? So what was you? Wait a minute. Oh, Ian, while you're in here, Raphael wanted to know: is there a limit on you? You want to ask your question?
Yeah, Ian, if you're still here, is there a limit to how many materials you can save onto different subtools? Like, for example, I have matte cap gray, but let's say I wanted to make this gold, and just like I just turn the material and like let's see, color fill object gold. I feel like I've hit a limit to where if I use a bunch of different matte caps, at some point it will ignore the request. Like it just won't save another material onto my scene. And it's happened enough times where it's not just been one thing. Like one time.
Ian is here. He heard the question. I'm sure he's gonna answer.
All right. I hope I was clear. It's hard to explain without showing, but
Again, I think you should just try it.
So, and I'm still trying to understand what you're doing. So you're applying more than one matte cap to a single subtool.
No, it's not a single subtool. Like it's
okay.
In a single scene. Like let's say I found.
Oh shit! There it is. Yes, there's a limit to how many materials you can have at once. It's a total of 250 materials, but ZBrush ships with like 200, so you will hit a limit.
Okay.
Wait, but I don't know that.
Oh no, but you're talking about like not in like my materials.
Not in your shelf. He's talking about applied to subtools.
Yeah, let's say.
What's the maximum number that you can have applied to subtools?
Let's say there's 50 subtools in a scene, and each subtool is a different matte cap.
He bakes them down.
And like so, like let's say in this scene, each different thing was a different matte cap. I feel like after a certain number of matte caps, it will refuse to like bring any more into the current scene. Like it just will not. It's like if I wanted this green to be like, I don't know, like this jade or whatever, it's just like at a certain point it will not do it. It's going to keep it at a matte cap gray. Like it'll view, as long as I have the jade in the scene, it'll view. But if I try to bake that onto the subtool, it just will not do it.
Granted, Raphael is using ZBrush 4R6, so just so you know.
Oh no, this is like wow.
He's using 2022.
Wow.
Raphael is a purist. He doesn't get with anything after 2005, I think.
Wow. Oh, okay. You know what? I appreciate the response, Ian. The next time I run into that, I will actually like put it out on social media and whatever, and like hit you up and
or
send you.
Or you can message Ian.
But no, I guess I'm talking to Ian. Yeah, like Ian. I'll let you know the next time I run.
He's like, hey guys, social media, ZBrush limitation, found it.
Well, I mean, you know, sometimes like you'll throw a question out there and people just know. Like,
yeah, that's true.
Like, they'll surprise you.
It says DM me when you run into that.
Okay, I will. Thank you so much.
You see this hair technique. Big shapes.
Oh, this is not even this is just me trying to make this equal. Ugh. Somewhat okay on this base.
How's it looking over there, Mike?
Getting there. He's starting to look a little better, I think.
With your permission, I would like to make a couple strokes on my character.
Oh yeah, please do.
Thank you.
Bradley, no cookies until you finish your cake.
I appreciate that. Thank you for looking after my weight. I appreciate that. I hope everyone, anyone who's in California, if you've been impacted by that whole bank thing, that hopefully everything's working out well or will work out. That's why I didn't go into IT, you know?
Oof. Like, you shout out to the IT people because, like, everything is until it's not. You know what I mean? It's like, and then they get hammered, and you're just like, man.
You remember the time when they said like IT jobs would be safe? Like, is this like IT probably got hit like the hardest within the last year and a half? It's been crazy. Mike, I actually got a chance to finish Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Nice.
Almost a year later.
Okay. You like that finale?
It ended well. Like, that was nice.
Yeah. Pretty dope.
Like, is there going to be another, like, is there a part 2 to that? Like,
Another
was that
season?
the end?
Sure there'll be another season. Yeah. Boba Fett's on what, like season 4 now? What are we on? 3, 4?
Oh, for Mandalorian?
I mean, yeah, sorry, Mandalorian.
I think Mandalorian is season 3, but they got more season. I didn't think they were gonna get that many seasons.
I got to tell you what, man, Mandalorian is so dope. I don't want to talk about what's happening, but
I didn't think the last episode was that awesome. I thought it was
so in all fairness, I decided to watch the new episode last night at 3 in the morning. So I guess this morning at 3 in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I made it. I kept falling asleep right before the big part at the end, and then I would wake up when the credits were rolling, and I'd be like, "Ah, crap!" So I'd roll it back to like right before the part where I fell asleep, and I fell asleep. I kept falling asleep. I couldn't keep my eyes open. So I'm gonna watch that when I get out of here.
Damn, how did you know how I like you had a camera on me when I was trying to watch Rings of Power? Just kept on falling asleep.
So, Rings of Power is definitely not a show that you like. You have to make sure it's light outside, and you have the windows open.
That's not still on, right? That's off now, right?
Yeah, they finished it.
Okay.
It ended well. Like it was promising.
Yeah, I couldn't watch it.
But it did take 2 days to watch one show.
Oh yeah. I thought the first episode was really good. And then I don't fall asleep on shows. Like that is not my MO. And I just couldn't make it.
I checked out when they had the magic giant guy. I was like, okay, I don't care. You know, like, first of all, who are these hobbits who aren't hobbits?
Like we have someone that liked the first pose.
Oh, nice. What's up, Anastasia? The first pose of what? Spawn? I'll go back and start it over again.
See, that's my problem. Like Ring of Power was very, I would say also it was very mediocre. But they canceled Lovecraft Country, and that show was great.
That show was good. I liked it until the end, but I did like it though. It's dope.
But it wasn't mediocre, right? Like I wouldn't say
I wanted
Lovecraft
a second
was
season.
mediocre. Yeah,
I definitely want a second season. Did they also cancel? Oh man, what's that show about the superheroes? Not the boys.
The Boys?
No, not the boys. The one with the black lady was the star, and she's like the director.
Oh,
what's her name?
Watchmen?
Yeah, did they cancel Watchmen?
No, it was only one. It was a one and done.
Yeah, I think it was a one and done. That too was great.
I could have done with another season of that for real.
I think. So I was like, I really like Watchmen as a comic, and I was very skeptical when I heard that they were making it into a show. But I thought Watchmen was so well done.
Yeah.
And I kind of digested everything I could about like making of it, like there's a podcast, and I think Damon Lindelof was like, getting this right was a feat. If somebody else wants to do it, they can pick it up. Like I've said what I need to say. I literally don't think it could be any better. And he's like, it took 30 years of me digesting this comic to like be able to do this. I
liked how different it was from the movie, and I didn't think I would at first. You know.
Did you like the movie?
Yeah. No, the movie's one of my favorite superhero movies.
Really?
Wait, the Watchmen movies, one of your
not
favorite
the end. I wanted the comic. I wanted the graphic novel end, but the movie itself was dark and gritty, but not for the sake of being dark and gritty the way DC normally does stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like it was dark with a purpose. You know what I'm saying? Does that make sense?
Yeah.
I'll go back and watch it again. Like, I mean, I'm telling you, like the idea, I like also the idea of seeing like Silver Age heroes kind of intermingling with Golden Age heroes. So that's why Kingdom Come is one of my favorite
Oh,
favorite graphic novels of all time.
Yes, I
Yeah.
not an argument from you there. I feel like Watchmen had flashes of brilliance, but I think somebody smarter than Zack Snyder should have been doing it.
Oh wow. Okay. Okay.
That sounds really terrible to say, and it's
Smarter than him at the time.
I mean, because he's okay. The crux of my problem with Watchmen the movie was the scene where they're like they go to the prison and are fighting.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And they're all fighting like BVS Batman. And the whole point, like they're doing superhero moves. And I just feel like the whole point of it was that they were people in outfits. Like they weren't that level of hero. And I was just like, I don't know.
You talking about the owl and the girl in the golden outfit? What was her name?
Yes. Yeah, it was just like y'all aren't like superheroes. Like you are, but you're not. Like that's why Dr. Manhattan and his appearance was so like dramatic, because it's like these are people in outfits just running around doing whatever, and here's a god that just shows up and like it just makes them look even sillier. But it's just he made it so flashy that it's like that's not the point of watching to me.
Yeah.
Like I appreciate the attempt, but I also, I might have done what I did with Last of Us to myself. Like I had never finished the Watchmen comic, so I finished it right before the movie came out, and just probably, what? I'll watch it again. How about that?
You should watch it again.
I'll watch it again.
The end is a bummer. I wish they had stuck with the. Go ahead.
There's so many chats, Mike. I want to try to. Arkham says the Last Kingdom is good if you're a Game of Thrones kind of guy. Is that on Netflix? Where's Last Kingdom? I think Last Kingdom's on Netflix, right? Let me know where that's at, Arkham. Stilo says Watchmen was awesome, super underrated, but I like where it ends. Don't need season 2.
I totally agree. Totally agree.
Okay. I wanted more of a good thing, but you guys make me feel bad. All right.
Well, no, it's just you run the risk. They knocked it out of the park to a degree that was not expected. That when you get lightning in a bottle, just walk off stage.
So you guys are absolutely right, but have you ever known Hollywood to stop when they have something that is like good? They'll milk something to death, dude.
Yeah, so, I mean, and that's probably why I'm just like, just stop with it.
It just says bless them for producing a one and done. Have a great story, tell a story, wrap it up.
Of course, you guys are right. I'm just not used to that. That's all.
Yeah. I mean, if True Detective season 1 was legendary. I mean, it's still legendary. True Detective season 1 is maybe one of my favorite things ever. You just don't get better than that.
True Detective, I've never seen that. What's
Oh wow, it's good, dude.
Season 1 is phenomenal.
I didn't mind season 2. Season 1 was the best, obviously.
Yeah.
Season 3 was trash.
Season 3, was that?
They didn't have to do that.
It's you just keep on running the risk of just like messing up,
First one was dope.
First one was I loved it. Absolutely loved it.
Oh, Raph, you ever see a show on Netflix called I'm Not Okay With This, based off of a graphic novel?
No.
It stars the two of the kids from, I guess they're not kids now, from It. The remake. But do yourself a favor. It's kind of dope. They're very short episodes.
Mm-hmm.
They did one season and set up a season 2, and then Netflix pulled it. But
Netflix, yeah, they cancel everything. It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but I'll tell you, I really liked that first season, man. It was dope.
I'm not okay with this.
Yes.
Okay.
relative to my character. The Last Kingdom is on Netflix. Why I'm thinking is that the one? Like, I'm thinking of like there's this one that's in like ancient Japan or China, and they have like zombies.
Oh, I know what you're talking about.
It's not that, right? That's not Last Kingdom, right?
No, I don't think so. That's on like the second season. I know the one you're talking about.
Is that like I wanted to watch that, but is that like zombies throughout the entire show? Like, is that like is zombies like the small plot to the bigger plot?
No, I think it's. I mean, it's like feudal Japan or something, right? And zombies.
Yeah, like it's like feudal Japan. And it's like zombies.
Yeah,
in it. Watchmen, it's one of the best comics out there, and one of the things I love was the pirate comic within the story.
So good. So damn good. I mean, Alan Moore is the GOAT. Like, I know he's if you listen to interviews, he can be construed as a crotchety old man, which, you know, Hollywood has done him dirty, so he deserves to be crotchety about them making his stuff, but a brilliant writer.
Yeah, I did not like that. What was that Devil Angel show that they had on Amazon? Not a fan of that at all.
Devil Angel.
Yeah, isn't it Alan?
Lucifer?
Isn't that Alan?
Lucifer?
No, not that.
Devil Angel.
Yeah, there was I think it was an Alan Moore joint. I didn't like it. But I did like
not Sandman, right? You're not thinking Sandman.
No, I'm not thinking of Sandman. No. It's an Amazon exclusive, whatever it is. I can't remember the name of it. I did like American Gods though. That was dope.
I saw the first season and was
I think the first season was good, but everything after was like
That's what everybody said. I stopped at the first season. I thought the first season was phenomenal. Mike, did you watch Beyond season 1?
I watched them all. They set up a. Wait, what?
Did it fall off after season 1? Like everybody said.
So I didn't like season 2 as much as season 1, but they were setting up something, the big war with all the gods, and then they ended it with his son on the tree. And I was super excited. I was like, oh man. So then I was like, okay, the next season's going to come back, and everything that happens in the book is going to happen here. And I was all excited, and they canceled it. So I was like, wow.
Yeah. And that was Amazon, right?
No,
that was Stars.
Of all places, they need all their shows, and they cancel. Between Stars and Showtime, they need all the shows they can get.
Let me tell you something. So what's the name? I'm not good with people's names tonight for whatever reason, but what's the name of the brother that was playing a Nazi?
Oh my God. He was on killed it. He was on Mad TV.
Orlando Jones. His performance, dude, he had a scene where he started off in his Jive Time Jimmy voice, and then he turned into like his African King voice, and it was like I was like, wow, if he doesn't win something for this, it's going to be crazy.
Is that when he was on the boat?
That was he was talking about it. He was talking about being on the boat.
Yeah, but he was like, it was like the slave ship was taking, I think, the first round of the first round of slaves to the Americans. Yeah. And he shows up because like somebody's praying to a Nazi, and he shows up and he starts off in that voice, and then he explains everything that's gonna happen. Right? I think it's that man. Look,
dude, that was one of the best scenes I've ever seen. I was like, wow. And then he got in trouble because he, I guess he had a falling out with Moore, right?
So that was it was the Neil Gaiman gave him loved everything he was doing with the character. Like
Right.
he was like, you're taking it somewhere else, because Neil Gaiman is all like Neil Gaiman and Alan Moore to me are like, I mean, not only to me, but to everybody that loves comics, they're like royalty. Neil Gaiman loved everything because he's like a real human being. I think Jones got in trouble with the showrunners who started deviating like more from the story and started cutting Anansi out.
Yeah,
because
he was being a little too real. He was keeping a little too real.
Yeah, but it was awesome.
Oh my gosh! Yeah, no, he was dope, man.
He killed it. I actually, so for Creed, part of the reason why the Anansi theme was woven into Damien's character was because like I forgot about Anansi, and that show like kept it in the forefront of my mind, and I was just like, what if we weave the Anansi theme into this character? Like, because he was
for what?
For Creed 3. There's a little like nod to Anansi because the character of Damien is like a tricky fighter. And I was just like, oh, okay, well, African trickster god, you know, Anansi, let me just kind of just make that this character's personal totem, and it stuck. So, but it's because of how good Orlando Jones was, and it just like stuck in my mind. Yeah. Like that speech was some of the coldest.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
So Mike, from earlier regarding the pose, this is from Anastasia. Yes, Spawn. Yes, Spawn. Current pose is awesome. I just think that only the arm/hands of the Violator be moved more elegant.
Oh, only the arm instead of his whole body? Is that what you're talking about?
Yeah, actually, that would be pretty cool too. Spawn is going to be frontal point. The Spawn's going to be the focal point, and the cape is cool. So I guess he might be suggesting that the Violator could be taken away from the Spawn.
This is what happens when you don't have a plan. You don't have a plan. You're all over the place, and I will admit, I didn't plan on this one. But you know what? I'm not mad at the Violator.
The feudal Japan zombie show is called Outlands or something.
No, it's not Outlands.
Well, that's what
it's Kingdom something, right? Isn't it Kingdom something Kingdom?
No. I remember Good Omens.
Yeah, that's the one I'm talking about. Yeah. I really wanted to like that. I wasn't feeling it.
I like Good Omens.
Did you?
Yeah.
I've heard the book is quite good. Haven't watched the show.
Who is it that hates superhero movies? Is that Alan Moore?
Yeah, but that's because the
Marvel movies anyway.
Well, they butchered his stuff. Like, y'all remember League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, right?
Yeah.
His comic was phenomenal.
Oh yeah, Sean Connery was in that. I actually liked that movie as a kid.
Stop.
As a kid, I thought it was cool.
He's probably right. I mean, I don't think he's joking, Raphael.
I'm being quite serious. As a kid, I thought that movie was awesome.
I mean, that's fine. As a kid, that's acceptable. It's a terrible movie. It caused Sean Connery to retire. He was like,
"That's the one that caused him to retire."
Are you sure that was the one? I know he wasn't happy. I did read that he wasn't happy about it.
It was because it was trash. I went to the theaters to go see that.
Ooh.
Look, man, I've seen some trash. Ooh.
I have a question for you. Have you ever seen a movie in the theater that's so bad you left the theater?
I did and got my money back.
Please, please.
You're gonna hate it. You're gonna hate it what I said though.
Oh gosh.
I felt tricked. There was something that I didn't know what it was. Dave Chappelle's Block Party.
What? What'd you think it was?
I thought it was I thought he was doing a stand-up.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say it was like another
No, I
half
thought he was
baked.
doing a
I thought this was half baked too.
dude. I thought it was legit stand-up. I thought I was paying to see a stand-up, and yeah, got my money back. I didn't want to see that right there.
I enjoyed it. Of course I saw it on TV, but I enjoyed it.
Love Block Party. Yeah.
Wait, you left the theater because of it? That's the movie you draw the line in the sand.
Because I wasn't in the mood to like sit in the theater. Like I'm gonna sit here and watch a concert. Like, you know, I like the Roots. I like Taylor Kweli, but to spend that much money just to, I'm like, I could have did, and I bought popcorn. I didn't want to like be there for that. I'm sorry.
Spoken like a person who's never gone to a concert in his life.
I have. Yeah,
okay,
but I've never bought popcorn.
How much are those tickets compared to a movie?
Yeah, but a
little bit more.
It's better. Like a live event is just different. Like I feel like it's worth paying that much money for a live event. What movie did you not like when you bought a ticket for?
Oh, me?
Raphael, have you ever walked out of the theater?
Pearl Harbor.
Really?
What? You monster!
They turned World War II into a love triangle.
Uh,
and I was just like,
I can see that.
What
okay.
is this trash?
I can see that.
I was hot. And you know what's crazy? We went, it was me and my friends. We snuck into the theater because we were there for another movie. And we were like, well, we're early. Let's pop into Pearl Harbor. We walked right out. Like, this is garbage. It's not even worth the free admission.
They took the Titanic approach for that movie.
Yeah.
That's a good question for the comments. What movie have you guys just walked out of?
Tell you what movie I wish I walked out of. Sucker Punch.
Sucker Punch was, you really don't like Zack Snyder. What did he do to you? What did he do to you?
He made terrible movies, man. How do you make women in skimpy outfits boring?
So you're not wrong about that. You are not wrong about that.
I was trying to find a way to disagree with you.
No,
I'm trying.
No.
I'm trying.
That was my biggest problem with that movie. I'm like, okay, this is supposed to be. It was basically Image Comics on the screen, just splash screens with no real, like early Image. Remember when everything was just splash pages?
Oh yeah.
Somehow he managed to do that, and it was boring as hell.
Nathan said, "Preach."
Let me tell you, this is when my crusade against Zack Snyder began. Because I like everybody. I thought, what was it called? I thought
What about that zombie movie on Netflix? Did you like that he did?
Which one?
The one in Las Vegas?
The one in Las Vegas, the zombie movie on Netflix that he did.
I haven't even watched it.
Yeah.
Haven't even watched it.
Okay.
So
the last Suicide Squad? Did you like that? The last Suicide Squad?
That wasn't him.
No, that wasn't him. That
was David Ayer. But okay. So, I'm not done with Sucker Punch.
Wait. Okay, so Argo, go ahead.
Sucker Punch. When it got to the train scene, I was like, surely he's not going to do slow motion for every hit that these ladies do. Surely he's not like every robot was destroyed in slow motion. I'm like, surely he's not gonna do that. 5 minutes later, the entire scene, every time they hit something, slow motion. And I was like, what the hell? And you know what? That movie was about to be worse. You know why? Because he wanted to make it a musical.
What?
Yes. And the execs were like, you can't do that.
So this is my thing. You guys can never beat my worst movie that I walked out of the theater.
Oh boy.
Wait. Before you say that, we have one comment regarding that. Say what you want out of Zack Snyder. He can shoot the hell out of a movie. Stories aren't always the best, but he can be pretty. He can make a pretty shot. I think so. Like I think his movies are aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, but okay. Oh boy. No, you know, Mike. Go ahead. Because I don't want to just. You know what I mean.
All right. And you tell me if you disagree with me. For a little movie called Gods of Egypt.
Ooh,
yes.
I've never seen it. I refuse to see it. I'm not gonna do it.
Where
remember that
there was only one. There was only one black person in Egypt, and it was Chadwick Boseman.
Yeah. Yeah.
He was the only black god in Egypt, and might have been the only black dude in Egypt.
Ooh, that's bad. No, you know what? You win.
I think now I can't remember the main bad guys, which god it was, but he had. It was the guy from. Was it the guy from 300? And he had like a hard kind of a Scottish accent. I was like, "What is going on right now?"
Yeah.
It's crazy.
Look, I love a good accent. I love a good love a good Irish accent. But even Scottish accent, sure. But there's a time and there's a place.
Well,
sure isn't the time.
An authentic tale about the gods of Egypt. You don't think that's a good call?
No.
Interesting. Agree to disagree.
Oh my god! So my girl was out of town right today. When she's out of town, that's when I can just like watch all the terrible things that she refuses to watch with me, and I'm like, oh man, maybe I just need to like watch Gods of Egypt tonight and just like really, really go for it.
Wow. I mean, hey, listen, man, if you want to do that to yourself, you can. I would say make it a double feature and watch Blood and Honey while you're at it.
So I'm supposed to be watching
if you're
with a friend, and I might do that. Ooh, it might just be a terrible movie weekend.
I was gonna say if you're in a masochistic mood.
Oh,
that's funny.
Let's do it.
I forgot about Gods of Egypt.
You're lucky.
Man. Rest in peace, Chadwick Boseman. This is not how we want to remember you, sir.
Yeah. Well, he was holding it down as the only black man in Egypt. So
yeah.
Shout out to you.
Wow.
He's the only one.
Man. So this is my dilemma. I live in a complex where we don't have assigned parking.
Oh, yeah.
And when I get a spot, I never want to leave.
Mm-hmm.
So I ran out of coffee creamer, and I have like the worst like rebound headache from not having coffee today.
Oh,
going through withdrawal.
Yeah, it's terrible.
I'm sorry, man. Like that's hard.
Oh,
I'm
I
not
wish that on anybody.
Yeah.
Oh, Bradley, straight up, just made my Nespresso order. By the way, I got a treasure trove of joints coming.
I think I would rather. I don't know. Like, I would rather run out of like creamer than coffee because I can at least put like regular milk in it.
I might have to after this is over with, but I don't drink. Do you drink whole milk? Because I drink like 1%.
2%. 2%.
Yeah, it's too.
I I know, but to not have no coffee at all, like I can't do that. Like I would have to like make that struggle.
Mm-mm. That's tough, man. That is.
I mean, I could just go and get some damn creamer and walk the quarter mile back to my spot.
Yeah, like not at night though. Do that tomorrow.
Back to the lot.
Day. So I started like
you suck. You know, I haven't
What's that?
crashed since 2023 came out. That was my first crash.
Let me
cool.
see.
Wow, I did not save.
Oh no, the whole time?
No, I mean, thank God for autosave, but no, I didn't save. Save your work, fellas.
Yeah, no, I saw that crash. I saw that blue screen. I was like, ooh, nope.
All right,
See you,
Ian,
Ian.
thanks for stopping by, man. So, like, I've been meaning to tell you, like, you should probably, like, I started off slow, like, just going out for, like, just for a walk, like, throughout the day, like, just really helps me want to keep doing some work versus sitting, because I know you're like me, and you, like, when you're at the computer, you're there, like, from morning to night, and, like, just going for a walk is, like, nice.
Well, I bought a bike specifically to ride. Like, I really enjoy riding, but I don't have, like, there's not a really nice park around me or anything. So I got to find somewhere to go, you know?
See, the thing that I'm talking about is just using your legs, right? So you don't.
I mean, I could walk too, but there's nowhere nice to walk either. You know what I'm saying? Like, I used to go to these wooded areas and you know, do long walks, and it was sweet. But this is like, I don't really have anything around me. Meanwhile, my daughter is able to ride like 20 miles a day and whatnot.
Is she in a different part of?
She's in a different spot than me. Yeah.
Gotcha. You know, it's wild. I remember reading this tweet during like the height of the pandemic, and it was just like, who knew that old people had the like, and I mean like, you know, like retired people knew, like, had the answer to life, that walking was the one thing that would improve your day above everything else. Like, just walking
like,
outside.
For real, like it really has made things a lot better for me. Like,
it's
just
crazy
walking.
how much it works.
When I was younger, I used to see those mall walkers, and I would be like, "Ha ha, you guys are crazy walking around the mall." And yeah, sure enough, I feel like walking in the mall now. I've been all this before.
Let's see. Ambulance was great popcorn, boys. I don't know what that is. Was that a movie?
Oh yeah, yeah. I think it's on Hulu or Netflix. One of those.
I haven't watched all of The Boys. I need to see how that ended.
I know one episode I wish I didn't watch.
Dude, what's sad, the last episode I did see was Hero Gasm. That was the last. That was the last episode.
That one. I could have done without that one.
That's exactly where I left off. Exactly where I left off. Is Invincible coming back?
I hope so. Oh,
yeah, it is. It's I saw there's actually a trailer that just dropped last week. I believe it's either going to be August or October, one of those.
So when Invincible first came out, I'm like, I was like, it's a new. When the cartoon came out, I knew nothing about Invincible. I thought it was an Amazon original IP. All right, I knew nothing about Invincible, and I watched like 10 minutes. I'm like, oh, cool. This reminds me of, you know, the Justice League Unlimited stuff. I'm like, oh, cool. You know, so I stopped watching. Like, son, come watch this with me. Like, get into this. I'm like, son, get into this with me. And we're sitting there watching it. It gets towards the end, and he murders the entire group. Yeah. And I'm looking at, and me and my son's looking at me. He goes, his mouth is open. He goes, Dad, that's awesome. I'm like, son, I don't think you're supposed to be watching this. I'm like, this is like he just like I did not know this was happening. Like they played this like a regular like Justice League Unlimited before it went like hard left.
Yeah, it ramped up at that the first episode at the end. I was
That was
like,
the first episode.
Yo.
At the end, I'm like, this is okay. That's it. That's a wrap for you, son. Happy we spent this time together.
When he went to that alien world,
oh yeah,
Yeah.
my God.
dude, I enjoyed it so much. I went out and bought the giant books. So I made it through. I think the first two. I have 2 more to read.
Are the books as good?
Dude, it is so close to the book on television. Yeah, but like books are amazing. They're amazing.
Okay, good to know. I heard it was amazing like back in the day, and I tried to read it.
Yeah.
I didn't make it that far.
Yeah.
But I wish I did, because that show, man.
It's dope.
I still have never seen anything like that.
I've never seen anything like it.
Bradley, who did we have on that was friends with Ryan Otley? Was that Pav?
No, it was 3D characters.
Shane.
Yeah.
Yep.
Never seen anything like it. I was like, okay. Because it was giving off like Justice League Unlimited vibes. I'm like, cool.
Yeah.
And then it wasn't.
I mean, it only got better for me, but I wasn't watching it with my kid.
Well, I didn't know that. But given like the commercials and stuff that they were showing, right? Like it didn't show that. So I'm like, cool, I'll watch this cartoon with my son, and yeah. About that.
Memes that came from that. Oh.
You know what was odd? You know what I was saying to myself? I'm like, why is this rated R? Like what? Like that made no sense to me.
Yeah.
Like, oh yeah.
Like
just murdered the entire Justice League. Okay, I could see why that happens. You have to do that to the fish guy.
Oh my God. When his friend pulled up, like, is it Mark?
Yeah. This is what the son is Mark.
Oh, well, yeah. When Mark's friend pulled up in the car and you found out, like, you already knew what time it was with the dad.
Oh, wasn't that tense, man? The dad was talking to him.
Say what?
It was tense. I was like, is the dad going to kill his boy?
I have never, like, he just put his hand on the car and I was like, oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, no.
I was like, he's going to whip him out into the sun right now.
Yeah, he loved Invincible, but didn't really care for the ending. But the journey was awesome. But I don't think that was like a big.
No,
like, to be continued.
You got a lot. You got a lot of mo still though. There's a lot more coming.
So when they cut it off, like how many comic books did that like cover? Like was that like how it ended? Did that like cover like a certain like how many series? How much comic did they get in the first season?
Okay, so here is. So here's book 2. You see how thick it is, right? And this picks up. Let's see. Yeah, they haven't even.
No, he's talking about the comic. He read the whole thing while it was running, so he doesn't. I think he's saying he doesn't like how the comic ends. Then.
Let's see. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, they got it. They have an awful lot to go. So the first one I think made it through. I think somebody was saying like the first 100 pages or something like that of the first book.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. It gets
crazier? Like it's already crazy.
Yeah.
Wow.
It's dope. Yeah, no spoilers, but if you thought the dad was off the hook, they're going to introduce somebody else in the family that's even crazier.
Then the dad?
Yep.
Yo, my man was crazy. Like he was.
Wow. Then the dad?
Then the
That's
dad.
pretty nuts.
Then the dad. I hope we get that this season. I'm pretty sure we do.
Also, that was J.K. Simmons, right? Voicing that character.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah.
It was perfect.
Why is he awesome in everything he does too?
Yeah. Yeah.
Feels his story. It's such a fresh take. So many cool ideas in there.
It's crazy that it's the Walking Dead writer, right?
Yeah.
I mean, I love when comic book people just have so many great ideas. Like, shout out to him.
Jamie B says, where's What's Good, guys?
Oh yeah.
Ro's not here. That's why we missed that. Trying to think of a What's Good.
I was asking yesterday. Let's see if he responded. Yeah, okay, I have one. So watcher of the show and friend of the show, Distract sent me something. Let me pull it up while you guys are talking. Let's see. Instagram. I gotta share this with sound, so the music's gonna cut out for a minute.
Mm-hmm.
Audio. Yeah. All right. So, can you guys see my IG?
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Check this out. This is dope. Turn up the audio. Shout out to Distract.
I started the sculpt with some references from the movie. I blocked it out, and then I detailed it up in ZBrush, and there you have it. Got ready to print it on the Ender 3. Have multiple pieces to print. Took a long time. And then we finally got all the pieces printed. I had to sand a few. I primed it with some Krylon. Got all the pieces finally primed. I used Photoshop to do a color reference to get my color combination and palette together. Went with the Vallejo Model Air Set paint. Then I just started airbrushing it up. And for the fine details, I used a mini brush. Once I was done, voila, there it is.
It is.
Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. I started the sculpt with some references from the movie.
So yeah, I thought that was dope.
That's cool.
Nice production value.
Mm-hmm.
Cool.
Wow, Bradley, I'm gonna need you to calm down a little bit.
Oh, I'm so excited. Oh man, that was amazing. Please show me that
cool.
again.
That's not cool what you
I'm
just
sorry.
did.
I'm sorry.
Distract. Don't worry about him, man.
I'm sorry.
Nah, that's how you don't handle things.
What did I do?
Nothing. That's just it.
So, Raphael, can I tell you something? I'm gonna tell you this. Are you ready for it?
I'm ready.
So, Mike knows some amazing people.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely amazing.
Mm-hmm.
But, me, growing up in this, art industry, getting like Mike is my hero. Like Mike is like the people that Mike thinks is like Mike is my amazing.
This is one of our viewers, man.
I'm sorry.
He's not an industry professional.
I'm sorry.
Dude,
I'm sorry. So Raphael, he's taking me off tape. All right. I'm like this I can see something really cool and be like, oh, that's really cool. and I don't know how else to be, I'm just like, I'm just a steady little even kill. Yeah.
Hey Raphael, what's your
I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do,
Got one?
What's good?
He said nothing's good.
No.
It's all bad. Everything's bad.
I mean, well, what is good? I'm gonna watch some crazy movies this weekend because my girl's out of town. I'm gonna watch some crazy.
So who you watching with your friend? You watching by yourself? What do you do?
I love a scary movie. Like, so
me too. I need some new ones.
I watched that movie X.
Okay.
It was fun.
Did you see the part 2, the one about it's whatever the woman's name is?
I haven't seen that part yet. Is it as good as X?
Nah, but it was. I mean, it was. You got to see a little more about her.
Okay. Yeah. I mean, I'm cool. Like, I feel like I got the gist. It's like, okay, you've done this before. I want to watch that movie Men.
That's a weird film, man. You should watch it.
What's the name of the movie?
Men.
Men?
Yeah.
It's a scary movie?
Kind of. Weird. It's a horror movie, but it's I didn't find it especially scary.
I love the director though. Like I love what he does.
Yeah.
But Ex Machina is forever going to be my jam. Like,
wait, that's the guy who did Men?
Yeah.
Okay.
He did X. Did you ever see? Actually, you know what? Here's my what's good. Devs. Devs is still one of the best shows I've ever seen. Like, and it's not even close. That's my what's good.
Devs is kind of good. Not the most current what's good, but it's good. It's good.
I mean, look, man. If nobody's ever seen it, let me put it on their radar.
Bradley, do you have one?
I do. So mine is for anyone pro CPU tip. So if anyone has a Ryzen 5000 series up to the new AM5 series, if you download Ryzen Master, there is a tool inside of Ryzen Master that's called Curve Optimizer. And what Curve Optimizer will do, it takes about an hour and a half to run through. What it will do, it will go through each one of your cores. It'll lower the core voltage, simultaneously also allowing you to clock higher per core. And it will boost what you're like. So every CPU ships with a stock algorithm that comes out of the factory, but every CPU has a different bin level. If you run Curve Optimizer, it will actually boost your clock speed and your temperature threshold, while also lowering your voltage all at the same time. So if you have a Ryzen processor, run that and you'll get more performance out of your CPU. That's my what's good. And I think we ran that one on yours before, Mike. And you got really good speeds out of your 5900X is what you have?
5950.
No.
I don't understand that new NVIDIA thing that boost the
Oh
graphics on the
yeah.
browser. I don't know what that does. I don't understand it.
So
Is it only for the browser?
So it's only for the browser. I actually tested it, Mike, and I actually started reducing videos from 4K to 1440p or 1080p because it looks better, which is crazy. So NVIDIA, if you have a 30 series or 40 series graphics card, inside of the video color settings, no, video image settings, there's this RTX video enhancement option now. And what it does is that it will upscale 1080p to a 4K resolution, which is awesome. Because normally, like YouTube 4K, or sometimes you look at Netflix on the browser, the blacks have banding in it. This completely eliminates that banding while also sharpening the image. Super dope. You have to check
And it
it here,
automatically
and you
does
set
that
it.
now. When I watch 1080p,
Yes.
it's gonna look really
Only
good.
through the browser.
Yeah, but it doesn't matter which browser I use. Is it
It
Chrome?
has to be Chrome and Edge.
Okay.
And also it also does it to YouTube stuff too. Another way you could check that it's working, Mike, which is really weird. You could actually watch it work. If you open up a YouTube video with that turned on and you set it to 1080p, if you hover over the YouTube video while it's playing, you'll see like digital lines going across the YouTube video.
Yeah.
Because you're messing up the algorithm while it's running. Like if you like just hover your mouse over, like you know how you normally hover, if you hover your mouse over a YouTube video while it's playing, nothing happens. If you do that with that now checked on, you'll see digital lines going through the video because you're interrupting the algorithm.
Got to worry about interrupting the algorithm.
Well, it's reading your screen, so just move your mouse. Just hover your mouse on the screen. I was surprised like how great that it was working. The things they're doing with AI is crazy.
Oh, actually, you know what my what's good should have been? If you guys haven't seen that video of the guys making an anime with AI, I'm not a fan of AI, but yo, that was crazy. Let's see if I find the video.
Gus says, "Thank you, Mike, for showing those artworks, taking care of the community."
Yeah, of course. Man.
Ben says
the production value was
really
crazy.
impressive. The animation was really impressive to be done on top of the paint.
Here is copy, share, copy. I'm going to put this in the chat for us. Watch this when you get a chance. Also, these guys got like 2 million views in a week, but they used AI and figured out how to solve for a lot of the flicker problems and things like that to take green screen like Bradley and I could do it. They filmed each other in front of a green screen and made an anime like with full-on fighting and effects and all that other stuff. It's crazy.
Is that the one with the people like yelling?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I tried to watch Bleach, by the way, Raphael. I made it through 2 episodes and I was like, okay, I get it. Good. I see what you're doing there.
That's all you, and that's all I have to say on that.
All 2 of them.
All right. Let me go back and watch Death Note some more.
Have you not finished it?
No. So I haven't watched an anime all the way through in a long time, man. So I got a lot of stuff to. I don't even think I finished season 2 of One Punch Man.
all sorts of disrespect.
I think they're on their final season of Attack of Titan, though, right?
I think they finished it, right? I think it's finished.
Is it?
See, I feel like
I don't
even. Yeah.
I tried to watch Attack on Titan, but it hurts my stomach.
Yeah, watching giants eat people, or what?
Yeah, I literally got sick.
Oh, I thought you were like the animation.
No, I got sick. Like I got like physically. I wanted to throw up every time I was watching it.
Dang.
Very gruesome.
He doesn't like scary stuff, dude.
Oh, that's right. I forgot.
It's not but it's not about it being scary. Like that, it was upsetting my stomach watching them chew body parts and all that. Like it's a little over the top, you know.
I
You
mean,
sir are a prude.
I can only be like so excited. Like, give me all the chewing.
More chewing, please.
Yes. Like if I'm doubled over, more.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Door.
So next week we're going back to our Saturday stream. We'll have the Super Friends on with us, and we'll be doing some random stuff. Nothing really planned for that, as we prepare for our next guest for next month.
Oh boy,
Mm-hmm.
man! Can't believe I'm not gonna be with you guys anymore.
Well, you can come back whenever you want, bro. Whenever you want, except for next month.
So overall, Raphael, your experience on the stream, how'd you like it? It was okay?
Oh, it was fantastic. Like I actually might. You've gotten me over the hump of being scared of streaming.
Good.
I might just do it myself sometimes. Like it's quite fun.
You know, there's people that agree with your outrageous takes, so you're not alone.
My outrageous takes.
It's like,
Me? No, never.
Nice to know Zack Snyder is not a gift to humanity.
Look, okay. Can I revisit that, and not in a bad way? All
Okay.
right. So, I mean, there's a little bit more bad, but it ends good. So then Man of Steel happened, and I was just like, yo, F this guy forever. This is
Man of Steel was good. You didn't like Man of Steel?
I like Man of Steel.
he turned into Dragon Ball Z.
Bro. Like,
And then I went to the theater to go see BVS, and I was just somebody else paid for the ticket. Like I was high, and when Batman started killing people, I was laughing. I was like, "This is stupid. This is the dumbest." Like
they
I
never
was
actually show Batman killing anyone.
was wearing people out.
So wait a minute. Wait. Tell me you at least got behind the part where he hated Superman to his core until he found out that their mom had the same name, and then they were cool. You gotta at least have liked that part.
You're joking. I was laughing. I was like, this is the dumbest thing I've ever seen. I didn't think my hate could grow for that man anymore. Surprise.
But Man of Steel was
Man of Steel was good though. That's not
Man of
right.
Steel was great.
PBS made Man of Steel look great. And then I watched
he said Man of Steel looked great.
And I was just like, when they had the scene where it's like, okay, now we're going to introduce everybody's logos on this computer. I was like, here we go. Zack Snyder at it again, baby. Yeah, just terrible.
Wait, what did he do? What part?
Remember when Batman or Ben Affleck Batman got the little hard drive and it just started showing everybody's logo?
Everybody's superhero.
Wait, that was in Man of Steel?
That was in Man of Steel, yeah.
I don't remember that.
No, but it wasn't Man of Steel. I mean, Batman vs Superman. Like at
was it? Okay, yeah.
When he loaded the drive, and like all of a sudden it showed everybody's logo.
Yeah.
You can feel Warner Brothers just like, hey guys, we got more coming. Marvel, watch out. Hey.
Yeah.
I'm like, I didn't even know Aquaman had a logo.
And then,
how'd you get that little Aquaman logo off his belt? How'd you know that, Ben Affleck?
So I was just like, this is terrible. I hate all of this. Then you watch, you hear all the stories about, what is it called, Justice League, and how Henry Cavill couldn't shave his mustache, and so they spent all that money.
Yeah.
And people start the memes were fantastic. Watch Justice League, it was ass.
But wait, the Zack Snyder cut, I actually enjoyed.
I sat down and I was like, all right, I was working and I watched this night, and this is after years of hating this man.
Yeah.
I mean, I hear he's a very nice person, which, and he suffered a very unfortunate loss in his family. Like, I'm not a monster. Like, as far as a person, I've heard that he treats everybody on set amazing. And that's great, because that's not Hollywood. Like, a lot of people, as a person, he's A1, 10 out of 10, 11 out of 10. But as a director, I was like, nah, bro, we got to fight. But then I watched his version of Justice League.
Yeah.
And I was just like, well, made me like a fan. You showed me something that was better than any of the movies that you had done in this thing.
Yeah.
Better by far. And I actually really enjoyed it.
Raphael, I just was studying you, watching you. You in your bone, you could not give this man a compliment. You fought against giving him it took you forever to say Justice of Justice. He got to it.
He got to it.
He got to it.
I had to walk you through. I had to give you my journey.
But Man of Steel is probably his best movie out of the entire arc. And you don't like Man of Steel?
Well, I enjoyed Man of Steel.
The movie that came after made Man of Steel look like a masterpiece. Because it was just like, oh, I didn't know you could make this any worse. Here we are.
Wait. I'm confused.
No,
so
but that's what he
like Man of Steel, but you
did not like Man of Steel.
No, I did not. Because the last, there was destruction for an hour.
Oh, so this is the thing. There's no reason why Superman shouldn't have been public enemy number one after Man of Steel. I mean, that was like Hiroshima level. Everybody dies in Metropolis.
Dragon Ball Z.
Hey, sometimes you got to crush some eggs to save the planet. All right.
However, I will tell you this. That's the first movie I ever saw where I was like, okay, this is what it should look like when two super humans fight each other. Like, I'd never seen that in a movie before.
I guess, but it just was like,
it's like Invincible.
But here's the thing.
It was just like Invincible.
Yeah.
No, Invincible was good.
Oh, come on, man.
Okay, but here's the thing. Okay, no, I'm being a little mean. Invincible gave you so much setup, and that one supercut of him destroying that entire thing was so quick that you felt how powerful. When you saw his beard growing as he's destroying stuff at a passage of time, I was like, this is the craziest thing I've ever seen in my life. It just was so artfully done. And with Man of Steel, I'm gonna get off my hater train. With Man of Steel, it was just, there was no break to appreciate what happened. You know what I mean? It was just constant, and it went for a third of the movie. You have to have cinematic breaks to just appreciate what's happening.
You didn't like the pacing.
The pacing was it was all over the place. You could feel where Christopher Nolan was there, and then you could feel when Christopher Nolan left. You know what I mean? Like all that fighting stuff, Christopher Nolan was not there. It felt like the adult in the room walked away, and he's like, "Okay, now I can do what I want to do."
So, what did you think of the last Batman with Nolan of his trilogy?
I also thought that was not great.
I didn't like that at all. I thought it was silly.
That's the one with Bane, right?
Yeah.
Batman.
Yeah, I hated that one.
Shown in Daylight. Batman in Daylight just no.
Yeah.
He looks stupid. Also, okay, he played it so real that it's just like at that point you have a person driving a nuclear like a nuclear bomb around, let's call it New York, and you don't think the country with the most powerful military in the world is going to step in and do something about that?
Yeah.
Nah. It was so real that it didn't make sense. Like only Batman can get to Bane. Like, do you know how? Like, and I'm not even like a super like, American military, but our military is badass. Like, it's not even it's not even like, it's the most dangerous military that has ever lived.
Well, but I think you clearly missed the part. They blew up the bridges so you couldn't get in there, though.
You could get in.
So that's why the military couldn't get in there.
Okay, we don't have
the bridge was gone.
No. But the bridges were gone, though.
The bridge was gone, though.
How are they supposed to get there? There's no bridge.
Yeah, exactly. Like, remember in Dark Knight, he took the military tech with the balloon. So it's like, they have the military tech to extract people, like, and it was used in like Vietnam, and Batman was using American military tech. But now, to just get into a city and run like a covert op, you can't do that. Only Batman, who fixes a broken back with rope.
Yeah.
Get out of here, man. Like, what?
There was also, I don't know if you also saw, there was ice on there and you could fall through the ice and you'd be frozen. So there's a whole lot of problems for the military.
Yeah,
Just saying.
I mean, look, man,
a lot of problems.
I feel like, yeah, it was just because he played it so real. You know what I mean? Like, it was such a real. And then but Dark Knight, look, man, still maybe one of the greatest cinematic experiences ever had. Like, Nolan crushed it.
Did you like the Batman?
Wow.
I didn't like the Batman. Like, I fell asleep in that shit. All right.
I thought there was a really good. There was an excellent Dark Knight level 2-hour movie in there. The fourth act was a bridge too far. I was just like, I'm ready to go home. Like, the movie should have ended with the lockup scene with the Riddler. If it ended there, I was like, they did it. This is Batman Year One writ large. Congratulations, you've told the best Batman story that has ever been created. And then he just kept on going. And I'm just
because at that point it was just like a big detective movie, right? Like,
yes.
Yeah. That's what made me fall asleep.
But the last part, or the
whole thing.
Remember that part? The whole thing.
Yeah. Not even.
Actually, I woke up for the last scene when they're in the stadium. All right, that made me wake up.
That's the fourth act. That's the part that I was just like, this is unnecessary.
I'm like, could we have gotten to this part sooner?
Yeah.
I will tell you this. I am probably the biggest hater of Robert Pattinson of all time.
Mm-hmm.
And I nonstop was just talking trash about him.
Mm-hmm.
That being said, the movie was not as terrible as I thought it was going to be.
Mm-hmm.
I like the idea of a Batman who actually is the world's greatest detective. You know what I'm saying? Like, that part was cool. But yeah, it was really long, man.
It was too long. It was too, yeah. Oh, so have you ever seen the movie? Did you like Uncut Gems? Did you see that?
I've heard of it, but I haven't seen it.
Ooh,
Uncut
so
Gems with Adams.
Adam Driver.
Oh, Uncut Gems. I thought you said denim. Yeah, no, Uncut Gems was dope. I did see
Okay.
that.
So I, like you, was like, Robert Pattinson can kick rocks.
Mhm.
And then I saw this little movie called Good Time. And I was like, Robert Pattinson is maybe the greatest actor in the world. And
Stop it.
Bro.
I'm not doing that.
Stop it.
Look.
You're just trying to just say stuff. Now you're just trying to be. This is like WWE for Raphael. He's trying to be the heel right now.
I'm not.
You're
Why?
just saying stuff.
Did you think Uncut Gems was tense?
Yeah.
Good Time is even more tense. And Robert Pattinson is fantastic.
Whatever, dude.
Fantastic.
On that note, that's our show.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's a good place to end it.
Yeah, we're gonna let Raphael. His last was Robert Pattinson is the GOAT.
Yeah.
Watch Good Time.
Crazy. Crazy.
I promise you. Watch Good Time.
In other news, he's a better rapper than Jay-Z.
Wow.
See? If you're just gonna be saying stuff, why not?
Yeah.
All right, let's see where we left off. Let's check you out, Mike.
All right. So
it's coming together.
yeah. And then I didn't even touch Spawn. This is Spawn cast. You know what? You were doing enough Spawn for the two of us. So I'm just gonna leave it at this. I feel like I have yet another thing that's not going to get finished. But anyway. All right. That's enough for me. Turn it off.
Jamie says, amazing streams with you, Ralph. Thanks so much for the inspiration and great theme choice.
Maybe Jimmy come lately.
Now.
Wow. You just coming in just to get the accolades and then bounce.
Wow.
Mr.
Just
Mr.
and his mic's not working.
And his mic isn't
mic's
on.
not working. And his mic isn't on.
Yeah.
He wants to show up at the end.
He just comes in
after
for the
all
applause.
the hard work. Let's get the applause. All the hard work is done. And
Crazy.
Also, we need you on camera, Raphael. You're gonna come back again before the end of the year. Yes, cool.
I would love to come back. I mean, whenever you guys have time. This has been. I mean, I truly mean this. This has been a real blast. Like,
you know what's also cool about it is like you get to decompress a little bit and hang out.
Yeah. Yes. This has been really something.
Thanks, man.
Yeah. Thanks, Raphael. Welcome. Welcome to the stream.
Welcome to the stream. This dude coming in from his all-night Pokeathon.
Yeah. Hey guys, where did we end up? Pencils up? No, nobody wants to do this with me. All right.
Hold on one second.
We're showing Raphael like amazing work.
Hold on one second. There you go.
Nobody puts baby in the corner.
Hey, Raphael, spin that around, man. That looks so dope, bro. That looks so dope. So dope.
Hit tab first. Hit tab first.
Wait, tab.
Tab.
Oh,
all right, now
there we go.
Wow, I did not know that.
What?
Wow.
Wow.
Whoa. This guy has worked for like 10 AAA companies and he doesn't know how to make his stuff disappear.
When I tell you,
if you hit that little arrow on the side right there too with his tab, you see a little arrow on the side on your sidebar. Yeah, just press that.
Nothing happens.
More.
I knew that.
More screen. We got more screen space. We get to see more.
There you go.
So this is.
You say you didn't know that.
I knew that one, but I didn't know. Tab. Holy wow. So yeah,
That's our show, ladies and gentlemen.
Crazy.
Got some dirty UVs added. I took a lot of inspiration from God of War stuff. This is some Rossetti.
You know what? I'm also getting some like Heavenly Sword vibes off of it. I guess because of the red hair.
Yeah.
Remember
It's
that?
beautiful, man. Like, no lie,
Yeah.
for real. You did your thing.
Thank you. So yeah, this is Angela.
I wish that you could print that. That's amazing, bro.
I mean, there's some jankiness on the back, but we don't have to worry about that.
Yeah, it doesn't have to worry about that.
Mostly works. Angela.
Beautiful. Nicely done.
Do you think you could do like a nice render of that and get that over to us so we can share it on our social medias?
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Yeah.
It's so beautiful, man.
Thank you.
And so if everyone wants to know, like, so we spent a month and 2 weeks of work to get this piece done, because people always want to know how much time it took. Like, how much time you would say you spent on it, not on the stream?
This week I
throughout the project.
Not on stream. I'd say over probably like 10 hours or so.
Okay, 10
outside of the stream.
Okay.
Like over the past 6 weeks, I'd say.
And so in total, this is about 20 hours total, right?
I would guess something like that.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, nice, man.
I know I'm doing it wrong. I need to figure out how to focus, get more time in, get more done.
Just like the high level details that you got going on, everything is great, man. Composition's sick. Like, it's just a really, really dope piece.
Thank you.
So yeah, kudos to you. So funny. I wish we could play the tape of when Bradley and I had the meeting with Raph to get him to come on, and he was just like deer in the headlights type. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, guys. I don't think I can do it on camera. I'm dope off screen. I don't think I can do it on camera. Like this guy.
Yeah, he's like,
look at him getting all Super Saiyans at the end of the show.
Man, I didn't know I was like Morty. You know what I mean? Like,
oh jeez, Brad. Oh jeez, Bradley.
There it is.
Oh jeez.
I don't know that I can do this, guys. Oh.
Yeah, I see what happens when I don't show up.
Was like,
and also don't forget to follow Raphael on Instagram. His name is there, Emotep. And like, man, don't forget to keep dropping a line, Ralph. There's a lot of people here that's gonna keep following you and like seeing what you're doing. So every once in a while, just throw them a hello.
Did you join the Discord?
Oh no! Can you link me?
Yeah.
I'll make sure you get it to you. I'll send it to you on Messenger, not Messenger, on Instagram.
Okay.
Yeah,
you'll have it.
Sounds good.
Yeah, we definitely need to have you in there.
All right, cool.
Awesome. And
all right, go ahead, Bradley. I saw you text her in your spawn.
I modeled something and that's it. All right, cool. We're done. All right, we're done. All right, cool. All right, good show, everybody.
Good,
Bradley, come on, talk about it. That looks great.
Good show, everybody. I wasn't able to do too much tonight. What I will do throughout the weekend, I will continue to noodle on this until we start our new project. So I should get pretty far before our next guest. But I need to remove this cape. I started putting some nasty textures on his body. I need to do more work, but here's where I ended up.
Let's see the skull you ended up doing. Yeah.
Nice.
Get in there.
It's looking good. Bradley with Magic Mike 3 poster.
Yeah. I'm sure when that gets rigged up, it's going to be real nice.
But, yep. This is how I ended it.
Cool. So are you gonna take it into substance, or are you kind of done?
Oh yeah, no, I'm gonna finish it. I'm taking it. Here's my rule of thumb. If it looks decent by this time, I'm gonna finish it.
Okay. That's what's up.
Nice. Dirty UVs, maybe?
Dirty
UVs.
Oh God, no.
I know.
Dirty.
However, that 2D like that substance 2D thing, like there's sometimes like when I want to like quickly like, oh, I really like how this looks, and I wanted to take it somewhere else. I think that was like phenomenal to know how to do that.
No, I'm glad I could help. Like I said, I found out by accident. So yeah.
So roll. Bye.
AKA Mike. Mike, what you doing?
He already did his.
He already did it. All right. Bye. Bye.
Yeah. Like he's you see how he wants to show up to work and then show up to work late and then try to like do
Not
stuff?
late at the
He literally showed up at
This isn't like
11:01.
This isn't even
11:01.
late. I can't even.
He's like, you're like, you know what? They're still going. F it. Let me just show up.
Bruh, yeah. That's how it went.
Hey, thank you to everybody that that chimed in the chat tonight. Thank you for all of the people that watch us every week, and also thanks for the folks that were checking Bradley and I out yesterday on Pixode on their site. So good looking, everyone. And I'm tired.
All right.
I don't know if you can hear it. I got to go get either coffee or get some sleep.
Yeah, I'm not gonna end it. I haven't been here. I can't end it.
All right.
Thank you again, Raphael. We appreciate you.
And I'm gonna take it back in the day. Good night, everybody. God bless. Good night. Be out.
Bye.